Okay, this is lesson 7-3, adding linear expressions. Okay, you can write that down at the top of your notes. So this tells us that a linear expression is an algebraic expression, so that's what we've been doing the last few days, where the variable is raised to the first power. So all that means, don't be confused, it just means we'll have like just an x or a 3x or a 2y. We won't have anything that's like x squared or x to the third power. Okay, so this first example, and I'll kind of explain their model just once, and then I'll use the other version the rest of the time. Actually, you know what? I don't even want to confuse you. So I'm going to do it like problem B every time because that's how you'll work it out. So problem A says 3x plus 4 in parentheses plus 2x plus 1 in parentheses. So you have all of this being grouped together plus all of this. So we can think of that as two things being added, two groups of things being added. Because if you notice our like terms, these are not like terms. But we have an x here, a 4 here, and a 1 here. So what we do, switch to a different color, 3x plus 4, and then 2x plus 1. We write it as one big addition problem. So you take whatever's in the first parentheses, put it on top, whatever's in the second parentheses, put it on bottom, and we have one big addition problem. So now if you notice, with what's lined up, it's our like terms. Here's my two x's, here's my two constants. So we just add it straight up and down. So this means since it's plus 4, that means that's a positive 4 plus positive 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. Since it's positive, I know I'm going to have a plus there. Then I have 3x plus 2x. That is 5x. Okay, this one has an x, this one does not. That's as far as you can go. So it is 5x plus 5. Okay, so then on problem B, it's just another example. Negative 4x plus 2 in parentheses plus negative 2x plus 2 in parentheses. So they lined them up. So we have whatever's in the first parentheses right here plus whatever was in the second parentheses here. So then we're adding straight up and down. So I now have positive 2 plus positive 2. So 2 plus 2, which is 4. Since it's positive, it's plus. If we had gotten a negative answer, this would have been minus. Okay, then we have negative 4x plus negative 2x. When you're adding with the same negative sign, back to our adding and subtracting with positive and negatives, a negative plus a negative means you just add and keep the negative. So negative 4 plus negative 2 is negative 6x. And that's as far as we can go because only one of them has an x, the other one does not. Okay, I want you to attempt two of these. 1A and 1B. Okay, you're going to pause the video and just try it the best you can, and then I'll go over it with you. On 1A and 1B, so we have two sets of fractions being added, so we're just going to line them up like a big addition problem. So everything in this parentheses and everything in this one, like one big addition problem, okay? So we have this row being added to this row. So then I do what's in front of it. So this minus goes with that 3. So that's negative 3 plus negative 4. Negative 3 plus negative 4 is negative 7. X plus x, well, there's nothing in front of it, so that means there's a 1. 1x plus 1x is 2x. This one has an x, this one does not. That's as far as we can go. Okay? Again, on this one, I take what I have in parentheses on top, what I have in parentheses on bottom. So if we notice, this one doesn't have anything over here. That's almost as if there was a 0 because I still want to line up my x's, my like terms. So 1 plus nothing is just positive 1. Negative 1 plus negative 3 is negative 4x. Okay, now we're going to look at another one, example 2. So it says add 3x plus 2 plus negative x plus 4. So again, we're doing the same thing. I have two things being grouped that are added together, so we line them up. So we have 3x plus 2. It's just now we've got a minus or a negative. Plus 2. And then negative x plus 4. Okay, so we're lining them straight up and down, and we are adding everything because that's what's between the parentheses. So I have positive 2 plus positive 4, which we know is positive 6. Then here I have 3x plus negative 1x. 3 plus negative 1 means you subtract and keep the sign of the larger number because that's what our rules are for adding and subtracting with the negatives. We did that back towards the beginning of the year. So 3 plus negative 1 is 2x. Basically 3, and you're taking away 1. So 2x plus 6 is our final answer. I want you to pause the video and just try 2a and 2b. 2b, if you're a little confused on it, it's okay. Don't freak out because it has lots of negatives in it. Just try your best, and then I'll go over it with you. On example 2, so we're still doing the same thing, just now we've got some coefficients. Plus 8x minus 4. So it's one big addition problem. So even though this says minus 4, we're looking at it like this. We're looking at our constants together and our other terms together, our like terms. So this is positive 4 plus negative 4. Okay? Well, positive 4 plus negative 4 is 0. That just cancels. Then over here I have negative 2x plus 8x. Negative 2 plus 8 is 6x. That one just came out to 6x. On 2b, negative 4x minus 1 on top plus 5x minus 3 on bottom. So this means negative 1 plus negative 3. Okay, it's an addition problem. Negative 1 plus negative 3 is negative 4. Then I have negative 4x plus 5x. Well, negative 4 plus 5 is 1. So I have 1x. So it is x minus 4.